The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit. The castle basement is cool after the heat of the day. The arched domed ceilings add to the sense of spaciousness in the wide corridors. On the east wall are 3 dungeon doors. This is the west basement hallway. The ceilings in the castle are vaulted and formal, giving the halls a lofty elegance.
There's so much detail in this game, compared to, especially to King's Quest V.
There's a strange door on the west wall. There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the door.
Well, that's very interesting. Let's look at these.
3 dungeon doors line the east wall of the hallway.
Let's go in here.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside. Alexander is standing in a dim, damp dungeon cell. The walls and floor are made of gray granite stones. A cot in the corner is the only furniture. A gargoyle peers down maliciously from over the dungeon door. A plain cot is the only furnishing in the stark dungeon cell.
Why are you facing that way, Alex? Let's see.
Alexander is...
No.
A single burning torch dimly lights the dungeon. Alexander is standing in a dim...
Okay, yeah. Oh. I think we can actually examine the spider. I'm not gonna... Let's try this one.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips...
Mother? Mother, where are you?
Does that music sound familiar?
A spirit weeps inconsolably on the cot. The spirit appears to be the ghost of a little boy.
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long. Mother? Mother, where are you?
I'm gonna look... never mind.
A shackle comprised of a thick iron chain set into a heavy stone block protrudes from the wall. It is perhaps used with particularly difficult prisoners.
Okay, let's complete this thing.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Well, we'll keep that in mind. Now, let's see. Let's go over here.
The castle basement is cool after the heat of this.
Okay, we know that.
There's a door at the top of the stairs that must lead to an upper floor. The door has a doorknob and a keyhole. The castle... This is the... The castle... This...
Okay.
Alexander peeks through the keyhole. There are two guard dogs talking in what appears to be a large hall. Two guard dogs are talking in what appears to be a large hall.
Well, now that's interesting. Almost exactly the same words, but it's clearly different, a different recording. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's go back down here. No, down here. Down here. Thank you. It's kind of weird. It's like it's segregated. This is one room and this is another room, but they're the same. Weird. Okay, let's check out this door.
There's a door on the east wall.
Yeah.
Alexander hears the sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door at the top of the stairs. One of them must be on his way down.
Uh-oh, we better go in here.
Alexander decides to evade the guard dog by ducking into another room. Alexander hears the guard dog leave the basement. It seems he's safe for the moment.
Jalo!
Prince Alexander, I can't believe it! How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jalo. But Cassima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cassima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Alhazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
There's probably a good reason why so many wish to harm you. I believe the Wazir's genie has learned of your presence on the islands.
Yeah.
Tell me about this genie.
Alhazred brought the genie with him when he came to this kingdom. It is seldom the genie will take human life himself. Usually he is more of a trickster and a spy. But that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. In fact, he is quite powerful. If, for example, we could get the genie's lamp, then you could master the genie. Alhazred and all our other problems would be solved.
Is that merely wishful thinking? Or do you have something in mind?
Well, I admit I have often daydreamed about owning that lamp. My fingers are nimble enough, and I could probably find a chance to steal it. Unfortunately, the theft would be detected immediately, and I happen to prefer my neck attached to my body.
If the theft were detected.
Exactly. So, I have also thought if I had a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I just might be able to... where would we get a replica of the genie's lamp? Dreaming's pleasant, but I'm afraid it won't help to stop the wedding. But for Cassima's sake, well, I wish you luck. I'll be here if you can think of anything I can do to help.
Thanks, Jalo.
Funny you should mention that. But, you know, this dialogue makes me wonder if it's actually possible to leave the castle again and then come back. I've never tried that, but might be interesting to try sometime. I mean, surely they didn't expect you to restore the game. Well, I mean, in the realm of the dead, they had that clue about, the clue about the clue about the poem, or the riddle, I mean, and you'd have to restore your game to find that. So, you know, maybe. Anyway, we have the replica here.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp.
A minute ago.
I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
Or fourth wall breaking.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jollo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jollo. You are a true friend.
Aw, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Let's look around this room quickly.
Jollo's bedroom is spacious, neat, and lush with dramatic colors. Like its resident, there's a melancholy sheen to its brightness. The comfortable-looking bed in the corner is neatly arranged. It looks just large enough for Jollo's generous size. A plain trunk provides minimal storage for the bedroom. A chandelier hangs down from the tall ceiling. How on earth does Jollo reach that thing to light it? Jollo's bedroom is spacious, neat.
Yeah.
Jollo keeps his desk neat and tidy. Jollo uses a brass candelabra to illuminate his writing. The wall above Jollo's desk sports a notice of a circus. It seems very old. A cozy little fire is ablaze in Jollo's fireplace.
Okay, I should probably cut down on examining everything. Most of it is not important.
The castle basement is cool. This is the north basement hallway. The colors of the stained glass windows glow with filtered light.
Okay.
A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, "Guard Room." Uh-oh.
Well, now we know where the guards stay when they're not doing anything.
In the corner is a suit of armor of ancient design. Its right arm beckons slightly. The suit of armor's right arm beckons slightly.
Yeah, okay.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
But you remember the ghost boy, well, his name is Ali, obviously, said there is a door behind the Man of Steel. This arm is suspicious.
From the East Hall, Alexander hears the sounds of a door opening and a guard's footsteps trudging heavily down a flight of stairs.
Okay, let's mess around with the arm.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage. Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby. Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Alhazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding.
Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown?
Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
This is an important bit of information. Ali. Okay, let's well, we might as well go upstairs for now. Yeah, we have to go that way.
Phew, that was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
Now, we could look through this hole to find where the crying is coming from, but to get full points, we have to ignore it for now. No, wait a minute. Actually, come to think of it, it's not points.
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
It's extra dialogue, that's what it is.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Casima. Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident. The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul Alhazred. And now to see to the final preparations. It's almost time for the wedding.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Casima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
Indeed.
There's a vague outline of what appears to be a door on the wall.
Let's go through.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Black cloaks, huh? Oh, this room again. Well, we know what to do.
The trunk is locked.
Oh, right. We have this skeleton key. Haha.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. Alexander picks up the letter of greeting.
Okay, we
It
know
seems-
this.
It looks like
We've seen it before.
That fiend.
And in here,
Alexander opens.
okay, you know, I skipped it before because it only matters in the long route. So,
There's an old bottle of black ink among the box's trinkets. Some old ivory dice have been left in the box. A worn old brush is among the box's trinkets.
it looks like there are two of them, but
Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
another important piece of information. Okay, this is all we need from here. If we look here,
Alexander, a door leads into the hall. There's
there's a
Alexander
key.
peers through the keyhole.
Yep, can't go out there. Those are the same two guards that that we had to fool with the mechanical nightingale last time.
Alexander crawls back through the wardrobe to reach the secret passage.
Okay, now I'll go back to this first location upstairs.
Alexander hears the
Yep.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds. Alexander's palms begin to sweat and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Psst! Princess Cosima!
What? Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander? It really is you! Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I'm afraid I'm not the only one in danger. Princess, be brave. I've heard such vileness today, such evil.
What is it?
Alhazred. He is not what he appears.
I've known that for years, Alexander. But with Mother and Father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him. But tell me of what evil you speak. I have been so afraid for my kingdom, not knowing what he plans.
The kingdom is in trouble, but the real threat at the moment is to your safety, Princess. Alhazred has such plans. You don't want to wed Alhazred, do you?
How can you ask? Of course not.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. But we must get you out of here now. You are not safe.
But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding. Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
Sorry, not enough time for that. I gotta... Well, actually, this doesn't even give points. I thought it did, but, oh well.
I found this letter in the Wazir's bedroom. I think you should know what it says.
I can't believe it. I had my suspicions, but this confirms everything. Alexander, you must keep the letter. He might have a chance to show it to someone who can help you stop Alhazred. Just be careful.
And this...
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must. Oh no! Someone's coming!
The lock on Casima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
Oh no.
Alexander looks through the chinks in the wall, anxious to see what the commotion was about. Casima is gone. Where could they have taken her? How could he have let them take her?
A fine rescuer I'm turning out to be.
Come on, Alexander. You're on the other side of a wall. You don't even know how to get into her room.